Y'all wonderful people, trickle on in, trickle on in. All right. Oh man. Good grief. Look, I didn't feel like playing the music. I didn't feel like playing the music tonight. I'm being honest. I did not feel like playing music. I know look, if y'all want me to back out so y'all can listen to the song, I'll do it. You know what? I actually want to try something. I want to try something. Let's see this. Why am I having a oh wait, hold on. Boom. Bam. There we go. Let's try. I want to try something. What's going on, everybody? Y'all hold on a second. All right, how is this? Is this a good volume? We'll just have it in as background music. How's that? Is that a good volume? See, that's a good volume for like background music. Try doing stuff a little differently around here. How y'all doing? I'm gonna stop it for right now. Stop it for right now. What's going on, Kelly? How's it going? Thank you for being a channel member. What's going on, Empress, the Queen of Wands Tarot? You out there? You not letting up off these marketeers' throats. Like you got your boot on their neck. Love it. What's going on, Natalie? How's it going? Hey, Samantha, how are you? What's going on, Denise? How you doing, friend? Thank you for being a channel member. Kurt the Flirt, what's going on? Olivia, how are you? Vicky, what's going on? Hey, Juanita, what's up, Goddess T? Virgo Sun, thank you for being a channel member. How y'all doing? So I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. That's been my thing for like ever. I'm here. Gosh, almighty. I didn't know if I was gonna be here because the thing is, what's going on, James? Welcome, welcome. The thing about plans, they always say the best way to make God laugh is by telling him what you plan on doing. And it always bites me. It always bites me every time. Whenever I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. It's like, and that's what almost did me in. Besides the fact that I'm tired, my back is sore, you know, and it's like, man. But there's a lot that I'm trying to do, a lot I'm trying to accomplish. And one thing that sucks about adulting, have y'all ever hit this moment when you became an adult and you looked up and was like, man, there's no more summer breaks. Like, remember as a kid, you had to work through the school year, but come summertime, you got you a vacation. Ain't no more summer breaks. That hit me as an adult, like, man, there's no more summer breaks. Like, no, literally nobody cares that it's summer. Nobody cares. So you get no summer breaks. All right, what's up, Janet? Thank you for being a channel member. What's up, Carissa? So we just have to thug it out. We just have to thug it out, no matter what we're going through. We just got to thug it out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm thugging it out with y'all. So anyway, hopefully y'all having a great evening. Not going to be a terribly long live, but I want to have an open Q&A. A lot of, and y'all know how this works. I'll come in here, I'll run my yap, and then y'all ask your hoodoo questions in between the rants and the raving. Speaking of which, well, you know what? Let's do a little bit. I have an announcement that I'm dying to make, but remember I just told you about plans? I don't want to jinx it. What's up, Divine Aqua? I don't want to jinx it. So I am not going to say anything. Hopefully this weekend I can make an announcement, but we will see. We will see. Also, if you guys wanna get in on some hoodoo after dark conversations, what's up, Kevin? Some hoodoo after dark conversations. Come on over to Kick. Now, let me see if this works. Because a lot of you are like, how do I get over to the other live streaming thing? Let's see. See if Nightbot is at work tonight. Let's see if Nightbot is at work. Because sometimes. There we go. He's at work. He's at work tonight. Let's see if you can actually click. Can't even click the link, but we'll see. We'll do. Empress Queen of Wands Tarot said, "Adulting is so ghetto." You know what? It sucks. Adulting sucks. It does, but life is great. Uh, You know, it has its ups, it has its downs, but as a whole, it's all right. This thing is all right. So we just do what we got to do. Right? They can copy and paste it. Right? And copy and paste it. Come on over. Make sure if you go over there, if you're easily offended, that Kick may not be a place for you because Kick is generally where we go when we want to you know talk about spirituality, but everything else as well. And we talk about adulting and being adults and whatnot. Matter of fact, tonight I want to talk about spiritual dating over there because let me tell y'all something. Y'all think, oh yes, if I'm in the hoodoo, I want to be a hoodoo person too. Maybe, maybe not. Or if I'm in the Ocha or Santeria, then I want me a Santera or Santero. Maybe not. Maybe not. You may not want you a Babalao. Maybe not. We're gonna talk about that. I may even invite some people up to the stage with me to answer a couple of questions or ask a couple of questions. What's up, Anthony? How's it going? But speaking of ranting and raving, let me tell y'all, okay, so over on Kick, we were going through and watching other spiritualist videos, right? Just kind of grading them because I know it is hard for people. What's up, Martine? Hey, sis. I know it's hard for people to get um good information about hoodoo. And let me tell you, I saw a couple of y'all. And listen, no hard feelings. I saw a couple of y'all in them folks comment section. I'm like, I know that person. I know that person. But I didn't, it's cool. It's cool. Y'all still cool with me. I know how it is. Sometimes you just want to hedge your bets. Like, all right, go over here. Sometimes you want to. But let me tell you, had some interesting conversations about a few different folks, right? Interesting conversation about a few different folks. And one of them, and I don't know why I did this because I try to follow my own advice before I give it. Physician heal thyself kind of thing. And my thing, I don't get into online beefs or internet things because my stance, and this took some growing, y'all. This took some growing. My stance is that, oh, you know, um, the more you tell somebody they can't have something, or you tell someone that they can't do something, all it's going to do is make them want to. They're gonna go harder into it. They're gonna try more to get into it. So I've always been of like the starve them out mentality, where it's like, do your thing, and the ancestors will either figure out they're okay or not. That's just the way I am now. But this person, and I'm not gonna say the person's name because the channel was terrible. The channel was terrible. Okay, because how you can tell when you're getting some bad information when they start out how to tell if you're a hoodoo. No one uses the term a hoodoo. Like that makes no sense. It's not grammatical. Y'all have heard me talk about that before. And maybe you don't have to listen to me, but I've been doing this for over 30 years. So, so my thing is, I'm like, I don't know why I commented, but the comment was, and Anthony, I see your question, and Aaliyah, I see your question. I'm gonna get to y'all. The person was who can practice in hoodoo and who can practice hoodoo and who can't. And I think I didn't even watch the video because the video was, I mean, yeah, but but in the comment section was a person that said, "You forgot to mention Hispanics. Hispanics can do hoodoo." And I'm not saying that Spanish people can or cannot. Absolutely not. I will never say that anybody can or cannot. That's up to the ancestors. Okay. I just state the facts about, where hoodoo came from and whom it came from. Like I said, I'm like, let them sort out who they want to. But my comment to that person was, says who? My comment to that person was, says who? And Divine Aqua, not all. Not all. Only, okay, the people from Puerto Rico, absolutely. People from Cuba, absolutely. Dominican Republic, absolutely. But from deep in Mexico, South, man, maybe not. Maybe not. So my question to them was, says who? And I don't even know why. I don't even know why I commented. And they're like, but their response was comical. It was like, says me. Anybody who's, yeah, I'm like, oh, now you're beating your chest. They're like, says me. And then they were like, hoodoo is for, what they say, hoodoo is for everybody. I'm tired of people saying hoodoo is only for blacks when it took a lot of Catholicism. And I'm like, whoa, time out, hold up, flag on the play, clipping. How can, well, first of all, and that's how people will often speak before they know anything, because in actuality, hoodoo did not incorporate any Catholicism. I know that's a shocker to some of y'all. That is a shocker to some of you. But listen, whenever you see saints, whenever you see saints, Vanessa, thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate that, family. Thank you for the support. Whenever you see saints, you're looking more at something that was incorporated from New Orleans. You're looking more at something that was incorporated from New Orleans or Louisiana in general. So you have to see, people will a lot of times speak out of the horrible books that they have read, but not from actual knowledge, not from actual boots on the ground, being in the community knowledge. Because are there Catholics here in the South? Absolutely. But by and large, the South is very Protestant based. Okay. Meaning, good old Southern Baptists. Southern Baptists. So when you look at saints, you think of Catholicism, and that is because in Louisiana was under Spanish and then French rule. This French and the Spanish were Catholic. If you look at, when you look at um love right back. When you look at say Cuba, Spanish rule, Catholicism, Haiti, French rule, Catholicism. The American South was Protestant based. Okay, it was Protestant. The difference between the two is Catholics have saints. The Protestants do not. The Protestants believe that there is no intercession. I can talk straight to God. I can talk straight to God. I don't need a priest. No one intercedes for me. That's why when the hardcore Southern folks, hardcore Southern Baptists, will a lot of times talk down on Catholics, and I don't agree with this. I don't. Well, they say that's idolatry. That's what they say. Okay. So when people just speak like that, I'm like, you're not speaking from a place of knowledge. You're speaking from a place of I read something and I want to spit it out. And I understand because I should have never commented in the first place because that is what triggered that ignorant and ill-informed response. Now, if you want to argue that hoodoo is not just for black, I'm not gonna fight that fight with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. But you cannot argue that this is something that we created. Hoodoo is not synonymous with every folk magic practice across the globe. And I think that's what confused this person because you have espiritismo, you have sanse, you have curandismo, and these are Latin American folk practices. Whether they consider them religions, I do not know. All I know is hoodoo is actually a religion, but nobody will say that because that doesn't sell books. But people will look at any folk magic and say it's hoodoo, and they'll put their ethnicity in front of it. Oh, this is Mexican hoodoo, or this is Appalachian hoodoo, or this is Irish hoodoo. It is not. Hoodoo was born from black folks in the South. Okay, that's it. Now, other folks practice it. If the ancestors allow, that's on them. But to just come in and say, no, this is that is akin to walking into my house and grabbing the remote control, putting your feet up on the furniture, not even asking me if that's okay. And a lot of times that's all it takes, folks, for the ancestors to accept you and put their blessing on you. All you have got to do is come in respectfully. Come in respectfully. That's it. Don't take liberties. Wait, there's somebody. Leah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Okay, and that's it. And that's why I think a lot of people have forgotten. A lot of people have overlooked just common courtesy. And it's because society, we don't really know how to deal with each other. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and we are just two old men who just sit around and talk about how much better our generation was than the current one. What up, Eastside? What's up, Lee Lee? BKNY? And listen, guys, I got y'all's questions. But one thing that we talk about the younger guys now compared to when we were younger. And I say, well, they don't know what it's like to have to walk up to a woman with your heart thumping and ask for her phone number. There's a lot of anxiety, but guess what? That built character. And that's why the ladies now like, man, when men ain't like how these right. Because these dudes now all they do is swipe, 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 or just stand somewhere and work on their abs. Or just stay in their phone and hope y'all walk up to them. But we had to walk up to them. We had to, hey, excuse me. And we learned how to deal with rejection. And guess what? Having y'all turn us down so many times is why we worked so hard. Just in job, we had jobs. We were used to being rejected. Shoot, I mean, if you look like me, it didn't happen a lot, but it happened a lot, but it happened. It happened. Shoot. Now these dudes, they don't know how to deal with rejection. That's why you have so many low, I'm not gonna say it, but y'all know, ladies, y'all done ran into them, stalkers and just weird and whatnot, you know, because dudes they don't know what it's like to deal with rejection. People in general don't know what it's like to deal with rejection anymore because they don't do it. You just swipe and swipe and swipe, and then the one who hits you back, you good. Y'all in a relationship. They never set foot in front of each other in public. God bless it. I don't know. Esau said times truly have changed. Oh my goodness. Samantha, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I do. So, y'all, we just gotta, but folks don't know how to, shoot. Walking, you see somebody fine, you like, girl, oh no, about to, you walk, excuse me, miss. That was the thing. They started out songs, excuse me, miss. What's your name? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? But now, no, no, uh, not anymore. But y'all just started dancing. Excuse me. Let me get to these questions. Let me get to these questions. Martins, I remember them days. Shoot. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? And listen, look, we're gonna go over the kick and talk about relationships. So um who I know is gonna be over there. Look, Empress, Queen of Wands Tarot. Listen, remind me to tell everybody why so many ugly babies now. Remind me, because I forget. Kels, thank you, Kels. I appreciate you. Let's get to these questions, y'all. Divine, you coming over too? Yeah, y'all come over to kick. Now, like I said, do if you are easily offended, do not come to kick. I would love to have you follow me over there, but not I don't attempt to offend anyone, but I love YouTube. YouTube is my home. I've been here for years. We just crossed 20,000 subs in the Broken Army. Give yourselves a hand. But there's some things I can say and some things I can't. So we go over there for the stuff we can't. Let's get into these questions. Whew. Look, I like the fact that it was like, no, we both can't be in Hoodoo. Nope, nope, nope. We both can't be in Hoodoo. Oh, my Venmo? Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. Oh, wait, hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? Is this it? Oh, here we go. There we go. There we go. Those of you who if you're holding for an order, orders are going out. What's up, Peterson girl? Orders are going out like hopefully tomorrow. So everybody who's holding for an order is going out tomorrow. What else? Um, over on Kick, I will be doing a giveaway, a drawing, because I've got some free gifts that were sent to me with an order of things that I purchased. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pass them. I'm not just gonna keep them. They sent me some free gifts. I'm gonna send them back out, y'all. So I'm gonna have some giveaways. I'm gonna have some giveaways. What in the- Carissa, thank you for the Venmo. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Get into these questions. All right, first one from my man Anthony. Anthony said, "Yo, Prophet, yo, Anthony, yo, Anthony." I find a lot of similarities between Hoodoo and Puerto Rican Mesa Blanca, the white altar. Well, the thing is, there are. What's up, Shay? The thing is, there are some there are some similarities. Just like there are some similarities in every system of folk magic. I've often said that if you were to take, say, a root worker, then you were to take, say, a curandera, you would take, say, a Wiccan, give them some candles and put them outside and say, hey, do a working. But nobody was allowed to talk. If you would look at them, you probably see a lot of similar things. You probably see a lot of similar things, but they are very, very different. Um, the Mesa Blanca is mainly, even though I know because a good friend of mine, what's up, Ruth? Thank you for being a channel member. Works the white table, and I know their methods of working the white table is mainly well, you focus a lot on connecting with your spiritual core. Okay, with hoodoo, you utilize you're working your ancestor altar to work with your ancestors. Okay, using them as a means of say receiving information, relaying information, maybe have them do some work for you. But that even though that is one of the main things we've got in hoodoo, it's not the only. Okay, it's not the only. We work with a lot of different roots and herbs, and there are a bunch of methods of working hoodoo where I don't recommend it, but you don't have to go to your ancestor altar at all. It'll burn you out, but you can do it. There are a lot of similarities, but it's mainly similar because there are, you know, between any practice, there are going to be similarities. Let's see. Aaliyah says in your video, breaking generational curtains and curses and patterns using rainwater as a replacement of holy water. Should I pray over the rainwater? Yes, the 23rd Psalm. Absolutely. Absolutely. And see, I need to get like you because I'll be in the. I have seen you in people's comment sections lighting them up. You did not have to do old boy like that. If he want to say Oshun was in hoodoo, let him think that. Y'all, by the way, there are no Loa in hoodoo. There's no Orisha in hoodoo. There are no Mbungo in hoodoo. Okay? They're not. They're not. But old boy wanted to think that, and doggone Empress was lighting his tail up. She said, "Oh, Shun ain't got bleep to do with hoodoo." Yeah, and listen, y'all. If y'all see somebody talking about, yeah, I have my altar to Papa Legba, listen, stop them because they're not talking about hoodoo. And a good friend of mine works Louisiana, kind of, hoodoo, and they work with saints. mainly, Saint Expedite. If Saint Expedite is not hoodoo, that's more New Orleans voodoo. Okay. But hoodoo proper, and by hoodoo proper, I mean the birthing place of hoodoo, not New Orleans or Louisiana voodoo. I'm talking about hoodoo proper. We're talking Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, mainly Georgia, because this is the Bible Belt, and Georgia is the buckle. Amen. All right, let's see here. Keep on going. All right, so Divine Aqua says, I heard that the saints were incorporated to match what they were doing during slavery. Is that true? Yes, that is true. So what you will that is not in hoodoo, okay? We're talking about different African traditional religions. You will see that in yeah, you'll see that in Haitian voodoo, definitely. You'll see that in Santeria, definitely, okay? And some lineages of follow, not all, but some lineages of follow. Because and why was this? See, that's why knowing your history is important, because the ancestors who went to Cuba, that's where you saw a lot of Santeria, Regla de Ocha, and where you saw Palo Mayombe, run by the Spanish, Catholic rule. In Haiti, Haiti, you see it in Haitian voodoo because Haiti was run by the French, Catholic rule. Okay. So Catholics are real big on what? Conversion. So they took who they considered to be savages, and if they walked in and saw a bunch of saints, well, hey, good job. Good job. If you walked in and saw Shango, you might get some lashes. So we have always been very resourceful people. Always. Okay. Kevin 52002. I heard that each saint has a quality of a specific orisha. Is that true? Not always. For some, it was just the colors. If you look at saint, like say prayer cards, statues, you'll see a recurring theme around one. Like for instance, Santa Barbara, a lot of times was in red and white, which was a color for Shango. And we know Shango has nothing, is in no way similar to Santa Barbara, but the red and the white. Now, the interesting part is that during uh, over time, over generations, there was a lot of joining. There was a lot of joining. And see, a lot of my brothers and sisters will always, not always, a lot of them will say, well, I hate to think that, our ancestors would practice the religion of their oppressors. Well, it didn't start out that way. For some reason, when people get into an ancestral veneratory religion, I say religion, y'all say tradition, and we think about our ancestors, we always want to go straight off the boat. Have y'all noticed that? I always want to go straight off the boat, not thinking over years and generations. That's where hoodoo came from. It was not fresh off the boat. They still had Orisha, they still had Mbungo, they still had Loa. But over time, hoodoo became like an amalgamation of what was left through word of mouth, what was what evolved through necessity, because we're sojourners in a foreign land. But also, hey, I often said this, and y'all see if this makes sense. And if it makes sense, I want y'all better say yup or something in the chat. I've often said if aliens were to crash land on this planet and we launched planes, they shot them down. We put boats in the ocean, they blew them up. Bullets, they get away from here. Get away from here, bullets. We threw bombs at them. They're like, huh, nothing. Bomb schmom, get out of here. Get out of here. We're like, dang, nothing we got is working. But we saw they were holding guns. Somebody better start thinking, Them guns they toting, that's what we need to get a hold of because that is obviously what is a weapon to them. Yeah, we try hammers. Hammers didn't even work. They're looking and saying, whatever they have, if that is what they consider a weapon, then obviously it'll work on them too, right? You see where I'm going with this? So when we came to this foreign land, we're like, man, these folks, they got us here, they did this, they did that, but they all walking around with one of these. One of our ancestors was like, we need to get a hold to one of them because if this is how they're doing everything they're doing, well, if that's a weapon to them, we need to pick that sword up ourselves. I don't know that that's what happened. It's just, where my mind takes me. Okay, that's just where my mind takes me. All right, let's see. James says white dude. What up, James? James Finocchio. Did I say that white? Did I say that white? Lord have him. Sweet baby Jesus and the grown Jesus too. That's James Finocchio. As a white dude, while there's a lot of similarity between granny magic and Appalachian folk magic, I would never say that this is hoodoo. It taps a different well and pulls from a different source. You know what, James? I like that. I like that. The only thing that I would change, I would say that I would say that they come from the same source, but we do tap a different well. We definitely tap a different well because I live in the country and my water comes from a well. Now, my neighbor has a well as well. Then down the street, they have wells, but all the water comes from the same place. We just tap into it differently. I like that, James. I like that. What up, Cherie? How's it going? Let me see if y'all overkick because I do want to talk about spiritual dating. I don't know if we'll get it. Will we get to it tonight? I don't know. I don't know because let me tell y'all, ooh, it's something. I could tell y'all some stories, boy. Where I'd be like, man, ooh, these. Let me get to this. What's up, Nieves? Kim C said, "What are your thoughts on ammonia jars?" A lot of people. Here's the thing about ammonia jars, right? Ammonia jars really sour somebody. A lot of people will want to use them as a cleanser, and I get it. I do. Now that's something that I can actually follow the line of thought and see how people came up with that. All right. But every time I have utilized an ammonia jar, it was to disrupt somebody, to disrupt something they've got going on, not to cleanse them. Because yes, ammonia is a cleanser, and I think that's where a lot of people are getting their information from. It is a cleanser, but you ever been pouring ammonia around the bathroom? Yeah, it'll clean the heck out of it. But are you standing in there? Man, you got to be big mama to stand in on ammonia loaded bathroom. Shoot, and that's burning stuff out your passageways you didn't even know was in. And you like, ugh. Yeah, where the hell that come from? Cherie said, "We love the tea." I ain't got no tea for y'all. Y'all know I don't do that. No, I don't do that. But I do like going over to folks' pages and being like, "What in the world is going on?" You know what? I need to Nightbot. Nightbot, let's do it again for the folks. And guys, it's going to be in the chat. Nightbot is going to put it in the chat. Let me see if this works. It may not work, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if that's gonna work. Somebody click that link. See if it works. Somebody click that link. See if it works. See if it takes you over to my page. What up, Coco? It's like I say, Coco, you said you was gonna come to class. It works. All right, cool. Listen. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Why am I talking so ATL right now? There you go. It's pinned. It's pinned. So make sure you go over there and follow, okay? Because over there is going to be a followers only chat. I mean, you can watch, but it's going to be a followers only chat. Don't just be a voyeur. Come and take part in the conversation. I got any other questions? We can go. I know y'all got some more Hoodoo questions. Coco said, I walked down the hallway in my child's room like a tornado blew through it. Had to clean it up. Listen, that is cool. I can tell y'all about a nephew. He is teething right now. And why y'all want to tell me? I have man, I wanted to be on the ancestor altar. I ain't even gonna lie. For the last few days. Seriously, he is cranky, he is clingy. Um, he is gnawing on everything. I feel like I got a pit bull puppy. He is gnawing on everything. The corner of the pillow, because it's the ones back here. He already has like his fronts, but it's the ones back here growing in. He's just gnawing on stuff. I started to give him a chicken leg, but poor thing, because y'all hear me? God, the global icon, the national treasure, talking about the poor thing. I do. I feel so bad for him. I do. I'm like, man, oh, back in the day, they just have you, give you pork chop bones. You know what? I may have to try that. I had pork chops tonight. I may have to try that. Some pork chops in the slow cooker with some sauce. Oh man. Now y'all know, y'all know what people would take a washcloth because I see what Kelly put in the chat. Kelly said get a washcloth, wet it, and put it in the freezer. In the back in the day, they would take a washcloth and like I said, wet it, put it in the freezer, and then take it out and dip it in sugar. You know what they call that? They call that a sugar tit. Get that baby a sugar tit. Oh, here's a question. Lee BKNY. How would you reverse a working you put in the cemetery? How would I reverse my own working? Is that what you're asking? How would I reverse my own working? Because I put you in the cemetery. I'm not. I'm not. But yeah, are you asking how I would reverse a working that I did? Or are you asking how would I reverse a working that someone else did? Someone else is working. Okay. Well, here's the thing, right? Are you seeing any evidence of it? Because people will, just because something is put in the cemetery does not mean it's got extra stank on it. Okay. Y'all get that out your heads if anybody's thinking that. See, that's something that, that is just something that's triggered inside by us because we think, ooh, cemetery, dead people, spirits. We work with spirits. There's a lot of spirits there. There's gonna be a lot of stuff on. No, 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 no. That's just a different method of working. Okay. It's no stronger or weaker than anything else. It's just a different method of working. Now, if you don't know where it is, you obviously can't go dig it up because if you did, you could go dig it up and the oldest way is just to pee on it. If you pee on it, it does away with all that. If y'all ever find a working like in your house on your property, just pee on it. Just pee on it. Does away with it. Okay. Or burn it. Burn it and then pee on it. But lacking that, the well, you're gonna have to divine on it. And if through divination it says something was placed in a cemetery, they need to find out, was it something of yours? Did they take some of your blood, your breath, your hair, fingernail clippings, a piece of clothing, anything like that? If it is a piece of you, like hair, fingernail clippings, something like that, well, then it's simple. Then it's simple. All you've got to do is divine. Pull some cards. See what it is they got a hold of. They got a hold of a fingernail clip, and they got a hold of a hair. They got a hold of whatever toenail. They got a hold of some blood. Doesn't matter. You know, take a hair. Take a clipping of a nail. It's gonna sound kind of gross, but it works. Okay. Then take you some dough. Yeah, make a chocolate chip cookie. You won't gross yourself out. Put the fingernail or the hair in the dough. Bake it into a cookie. Pray the 23rd Psalm over it, and then eat it. See, when someone utilizes a working like that, right? If I'm taking your hair, if I'm taking your nail, or maybe shaved it, who knows what people nasty now. They take some of anything. Y'all be surprised what comes in the mail to me. Luckily, dude in the post office, because y'all know I have a PO box. Dude in the post office, he like, man, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Funny, he was like, "Are you King Lou?" Because it says King Lou's Hoodoo Shop. So, but anyway, if somebody takes something like that from you, they've stolen a piece of your essence. They've stolen a piece of you. That's how they're able to work it. Because they've stolen, like some people say, a piece of your soul. I prefer to say a piece of your essence, a little small chunk of your spirit. And that's what they're working that. Like they're as if they're working you. So when they put that piece of you in the cemetery, they're working to put you in the cemetery. Making sense so far? So when you clip it and eat it, you're putting it back. You're plugging it back in. You're reinstalling it. So that piece they've got is dead. Muerto is gone. It's gone. All right. It's gone. So you are reinstalling that piece that they have taken away. Make sense? Now, if you are not able to divine or get a clear answer, the only thing that you can do, which is not a bad thing, because if you look at my video that I just did on clearing generational curses, it also works on just regular curses as well. I always, advocate a strong cleansing and a strong protection. Strong cleansing, strong protection. Shoot, take your picture, put it inside your Bible at 23rd Psalm. Now, I know I'm an old man, but why my church have to do me like this though? Because I'm looking at my old Bible. This is my grandmama's Bible, and I'm looking at the one they gave me, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking at the words in this one versus look at that. Well, y'all can read this from back here. Like y'all didn't think I was that old, but I love it. I do. I'd always said if I were to have like some a weekend festival or something down here, y'all got to come to church with me. I said y'all coming to church with me. Y'all getting some of that old school, old fashioned. Y'all can get it. Then y'all understand. Y'all feel it. I'd also said that because down the street from me is cotton fields. I got to send y'all. I got to post some pictures on the community section because there are cotton fields, and the doggone cotton is, I mean, it's beautiful, but y'all should see it in the summertime. I mean, yeah, I mean, the cotton fields are beautiful when they're blooming and they're white and fluffy, they're beautiful, but that sun, and I always say, y'all come down here, we're gonna walk out in that cotton field and we're gonna stand out there in that Georgia sun for just 15 minutes. And then I want to see, are y'all really about that action? When are y'all really want to just come in and change stuff around when you ain't paid these kind of dues? These kind of dudes standing out in this field, in this sun. Y'all ain't ready to pay these. So stop shoving the rose quartz eggs up your hoo-has. Stop trying to add all kind of astrology and stuff to hoodoo. Stop saying Papa Legba came to you in a dream, because one, he doesn't, and two, that ain't hoodoo. Stop trying to dress and say, oh, Shun gave you a message, because one, she don't know you, and two, she ain't in hoodoo. Stand out in that field. Let's see. Let's see. What up, Alexis? Hey, Honeybee. Honeybee ain't said nothing the entire live, but that right there just got her laughing. That right there got her laughing. Ain't said nothing the whole live. Post office man about Jungle Book think you King Louis. Now you know my business is King Lou's Hoodoo Shop. You know what, Coco? I can't with you. Papa Legba tapped me on the shoulder this morning. The weird thing when it comes to spirituality is that the spiritual community has a short memory. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I mean by that. The spiritual community has a short memory because these jokers will watch American Horror Story. And y'all know the one, American Horror Story Coven. And had old dude from The Wire. That's where I remember him from. Old boy from The Wire who played Papa Legba, the worst rendition of Papa Legba ever, but that's a lot of people's first experience with the Loa, with voodoo, Papa Legba. Now all of a sudden, Papa Legba came in to me in a dream. And you know I always say, oh yeah, what happened? Coven was a 5 season. It was. I was like, oh yeah, what happened? He asked me to make a pact with him. I'm like, that don't happen. That ain't how it works. That ain't how it works. He don't make pacts with people. He wanted me to bring him he don't do that. He doesn't. He looks nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. James, you up in Atlanta? I was Atlanta born and bred. Born and bred. Now move down here. Move down here. Coco, you gonna do it or you want me to do it? Somebody else, somebody want to do it? Mike is here. Somebody want to hit him? I want to hit him with it. Anybody want to hit him with it? Right, right. Anthony P. Exactly. Got from John Wick. Mike just gonna bust up in here. Banana cream pie. We talking about Mike, come here. Mike, come. Okay, all right, my bad, my bad. I didn't mean to get so aggressive. I didn't mean to get so aggressive. My bad, my bad. I thought we were over on kick for a second. Shoot, I thought we were over on kick for a second. My bad, Mike. My bad. Anyway, Cherie, I, I thought so too. I thought I was doing good. I thought I was doing good. Then here come Mike. You know I can't let that slide. You can't just kick open the door. We all playing spades and you throw down a Uno card. And that listen, we were playing spades and Mike came and threw down the Uno card. That's not even one of the cards. It's the little guarantee thing. Thank you for purchasing Uno. That little thing that they slide in the box. He threw down the Uno receipt. Hey, Mike, you want to hear some Mandela effects? Oh, right. Snake eyes, box cars, Dolfo, reverse. Nah, Mike, good with me, y'all. Mike know I'm playing with him. And you know what's funny? Anybody who knows me knows. If I don't jab you a little bit, I don't like you. If I don't jab you a little bit, I don't like you. But the crazy part is people are so sensitive now. People just leave. Like all I see is such and such has left. And then sometimes people will do that and they will expect me to no, please, I value you. And the thing is, I'm at the point now where I realize we all have a journey through life. We all have a journey through life. And if you gotta go, you gotta go. If it's meant to be, we'll cross paths again. If not, so be it. You good. I just never been that person. Oh no, no, I didn't mean. Man, we all good. We all good. I don't hold grudges. We all good. But people get upset. Now I do understand sometimes I'm the only one laughing at my jokes. So it seems like I'm laughing at you, but I promise you internally, I'm laughing with you. 100%. See, Jay, if I'm not giving you crap, then I really don't care anything about you. Thank you. That's my love language. Sarcasm and profanity are my are my love languages. Sarcasm and profanity are my love languages. Brian, I have no idea what that is. And since I have no idea, I'm gonna go with yes. They need plenty of water. Hopefully you don't come back, and be like, you killed my plants. You killed my damn roses. All right. Oh man, James, it's rubbed off on your kid. Listen, I am fully expecting my nephew to start walking around here cussing. And I try not to cuss around him, but y'all know what they say about trying. You don't always do it. You try, but you don't always get a chance. Anyway, somebody said I might have missed a question. BKNY. Lily. Is it Lily or Lala? It look like a Lily. Let me see here. You look like a Lily. So I'm gonna go with Lily. What up, J Dub? Okay, well, until I find Lily. Okay. I'm I see the question. The thing is I've answered um I've answered that question for him. I've given that dude so many workings. If you ain't what? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. What? Coco, I know that's your boy, but you gotta hit him too. Coco, I know that's your boy. You gotta hit him too. You gotta hit him with it too. So it's like, no, legit, I got your name right. I appreciate it. Thank you. Look, he got a two piece. Bam, bam, bam. See, that's the thing. We can't discriminate. Even when it's our people, we gotta hit them with it. We gotta hit them with it. Gotta walk in and read the room. JW walked into. I can make a booger talk. "Shut man." Especially when I ask you a question in class, hoping like, yeah, I can lean on J Dub. Boom, ask him a question, and he was like, I don't know nothing about that, prophet. I'm like, because I mean, I was about to give a wonderful speech, and all I needed you to do was boom, set me up, and I was gonna jump up and spike it. Didn't even set me up. But I will say this, Mike, you're talking about Mandela effect. There are a bunch of Mandela effects, like a bunch, and it's not just the Sinbad movie. That's one, but it's not just the Sinbad movie. Yeah, yeah. I also remember Sinbad playing a genie in a movie called Shazam. Like I remember that. I remember Curious George having a tail. I remember that. I remember Mr. Peanut having a monocle. Now they're saying none of that ever happened. But now they're saying none of that happened. This is what I think happened. Now, I could go the hoodoo route and say, all y'all knick-knocks out here. I'm sorry, can't say knick-knocks on YouTube. All my little stanker butts. All y'all, my little stanker butts out here dabbling, and mess something up. There are also some folks in my little spiritual circle who said that when CERN fired up that Mike, there you go. We switched timelines. But I know exactly what happened. Y'all lean in. Do like old boy from all the TikToks. Old boy, come here. Get get very close. Back up. Get even closer. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. See, we owe it all to one great man. You know, he gave his life so that we may live. Okay. His name is Goku. But unfortunately, he couldn't do it himself, so they lost the tournament of power, and our universe was the one that got deleted. But through a loophole, we got brought back into this new universe, but we've got their memories. Yeah, that dude has me dying. He's like, get very close, back up. I'm like, dude, like you doing a whole video like this, and you are tripping me out. Goku can do it by himself. Okay, so funny story. Y'all know I've been running apprenticeship groups for I think I started about 5 years ago. My very first one, God Almighty, my very first one. Eesh, you know, parents. I'm sure parents do this. If you've got multiple kids, you look back on when your first one was little, and you're like, "God, how did you even make it?" Phew. And and your first kid looking at you like, "I don't know how I made it." God, you used to forget to feed me. My first mentees, I swear, I wanted to do them just like a lot of parents. You want your kids to not have to go through what you went through, not realizing that a large part of what you went through is what made you, what made you tough. I like the fact now I'm looking back like, oh yeah, we needed that. Because I look at Virgo. in the chat. Virgo is like 7.5. Her generation does not know what it's like to drink out the water hose. They don't know what it's like to go to the candy lady. They do not know what any of that is like. Okay, but that's what made us us. What up, Goose? That's what made us us. And so I'm like, okay, all right. But my first mentees, I had that same mentality. I'm like, I want, I'm just going. I know what they want to know because the same stuff I wanted to know in the beginning. So I'm like, here, this is how you delete somebody. This is how you do that. This is how you call these spirits around. And one of and y'all, guess what? That it wasn't the best thing to do. That was not the best thing to do. Lord have mercy. I forgot where I was going with this. I lost it already. You know what it was? Goose. Goose milk done popped back up. That doggone threw me for a loop. I was playing a video game with Goose, and the game we were playing was Phasmophobia. We were playing Phasmophobia, and I ain't gonna lie, the game scared me. But Goose running into the house ain't even afraid. Ain't even afraid, right? Running in there. And I remember I walked into a room and all I saw was Goose Milk getting choked up by a ghost. Y'all ran up out of there. I ran and left because I left him for dead. And I'm like, Goose, if this is real life, brother, I'd never leave you like that. But hey, this game freaked me out. So listen. Okay, so this happened in high school. Goose, Goose, you right. Man, we were walking through a house because in the game you're a paranormal investigator, right? You're a paranormal investigator in the game, and so I forgot who had what. I forgot who had what. I think one of us had the EVP thing, whatever. So we're walking through the house, and the thing about this game, the game is so great. It has proximity chat. So, I've got obviously I've got my microphone that y'all never see. I have my microphone off camera because I don't think that looked too kosher. Like I don't yeah, we're playing on PC Virgo. And so I've got my, you got your things in, and you walk into a house and you're trying to find a ghost. And so the thing is, if you walk in the basement and the other person is upstairs, their volume is real low, kind of like if y'all in the house for real. And so I'm like, Goose, where you at? And we were playing with somebody else, and all she did was look at the floor all the time. All she was looking at the floor. Yeah, I know how to play video games. You can always tell when somebody just try to be one of the cool kids. They're like, I know how to play video games, but your person walking around like this. I'm like, all you doing is looking at feet. But I digress. I digress. She's still an awesome person. So I think I forgot. I went into one of the bedrooms because I was looking for Goose because I'm playing in this room and it's dark and I'm just seeing the screen, so I'm fully immersed. And all I see is Goose up in the air. And I was like, the devil is a lie. I turned around and booked it up out of there. Got up out of there. I'm like, man, all right, Goose. So let me tell y'all a story. All right. Now, I'm not proud of this. But it happened. I'd like to be forthcoming with y'all. Not proud of this, but it happened. I I was not a senior. I think I was a junior in high school. I was a junior. Me and my cousin, we were double dating. We went to this a haunted house that they have here. It's called, I forgot what it's called. The Crypt of Terror, Tom Savini's Crypt, something like that. Something like that. So, we taking our dates and we walking in, and it's one of those scary how you walk through. And so I'm like, oh shoot, this ain't nothing. Like, oh, it's a little dark. People thumping, doom, doom. You hear people screaming. I'm like, man, this ain't nothing. Man, I'm from Southwest Atlanta. This ain't nothing. Shoot, I'm deep in the streets. I slap people for fun. I'm good. So we turned the corner. All of a sudden, a dude dressed like Leatherface from Chainsaw Massacre bust through a wall with a chainsaw. Vroom. So man, shoot. I pow, broke on his ass. Pow, broke. I got to the end of the hallway because it was a long hall. Got to the end. I was like, whew. I was like, I was like, boy, I was like, yo, that was five wasn't that was and where y'all? They was still down at the end of the hallway. I done broke and left them, left my cousin, his girlfriend, my date, and she looking at me like, really? I was like, man, girl, look, mugger, pit bull, um, doggone kidnapper, I got you. But vampire, werewolf, chainsaw, you on your own. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. You on your own. We don't even go together. Left her tail. Left her tail. Gone. Gone. I was gone. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. See, now I'm different. Now I'm now I'm the one that charge at the monster. You know, James, I'm like one of your people now. I'm like, hey, let me go investigate. See what's going on. see, see, Coco, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I worked at an animal hospital, and I know I was the only brother there, only black person, period there. And one of the vets, which if you looked up white lady in the dictionary, there she was. Super cool, but white people cool. She was very, very funny and informational. So, but she had a little bulldog that she had rescued. And I said, Dog, your dog's name's Charity. I said, Dog, Charity black, little black bulldog. I said, Charity black. She said, What you mean? I said, No. I said, No, she black. Like, I said, Watch. I said, because one thing about black folks, if we see somebody running, we gonna run too. We'll find out why we were running after we running. I have been in a situation like that. All I need to see is you running. I'm gonna run too. We'll figure out why once the running is done. I said, now watch your dog. So I was like, Charity, I was playing with her, and then I just took off running. Charity just ran after me. I said, see, she didn't ask no questions. Charity, your dog black. I said, if you look at that poodle over there, which is the other vet who actually owned the place had a poodle. The poodle's name was Shirley. I said, Shirley, come here, Shirley. And Shirley came over and sat down. I took off running. Shirley was looking. I said, see, Shirley white as hell. Shirley white as hell. James said, yeah, we do some stupid stuff. But James, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Y'all know how to party though. Listen, white people know how to throw down. If you want to party, get you some white friends. Okay, listen. That's if you like to drink. If you like to drink, get you some white friends. They gonna buy you drinks all night and keep going and going and going and going. And listen, all my brothers and sisters, let me tell y'all something. Don't think just because somebody white that they'll push over, that you can just punk them. One of the scariest things you could ever run into is a white person who is just waiting on that day. If you hear a white person say, "Boy, I've been waiting all day for this," well, you better get somewhere. You better get somewhere. If you hear a white person say, "Boy, I've been waiting all day for it," you better. My bad, Bruce. You good? You good? I don't want. I don't. I don't want none of them problems. Listen, and the waiting all day, that's one of the easy ones to fight. If you listen, if get one that's part Irish or part Italian and been waiting his whole life for something. Well, I've been waiting my whole life for you don't want them problems. You do not. I promise you don't want the problems. Ooh, you do not want them problems. I've been waiting my whole goddamn life for this. Mm-mm. Look, Kelly laughed. Kelly, shoot, Kelly, no. Q said, "Yeah, it says Marine Corps trained us to go where things are popping off. Plus, I can't run fast or jump high, short legs. Naturally, I can't book because I'm built for it." Listen, whew. James said, "Yeah, that's true. I used to throw down 151." All right, y'all. Look, y'all, this is a conversation for so we got to take this over to kick. But yeah, that's true. I used to throw down 151 back to back, like 7 or 8 back to back. Luckily, I wasn't. What? Listen, on that note, interesting, interesting. And this is the one we're gonna close out on. This one right here. Lily. Lily said, "I don't consider Italians white. Why not?" And I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. I just consider people that descend from that area over there. You know, just like a lot of people don't consider Spain a European country, but they're right over there. Oh no, I forgot about Lexus Live. Oh, I forgot about Lexus Live. Dang it. That sucks. I forgot about her live. Oh, that sucks. I wonder, can I fire up Kick from over here? Y'all want to go over to Kick? Y'all want to go over to Kick? Let me see something. I don't know if that worked. We just gonna have to see. Natalie said old folk moment. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. I'm seeing something right now. All right, we over on Kick. All right, guys. If y'all want to keep this conversation going, go over to kick.com right now. Go to kick.com right now. Hey, Buck Wow. Buck Wow. Let me tell you something. You can't get past the protections, but I saw you out there. What up, IQ? I totally forgot about Lexus Live. I totally forgot about it. Yeah, Brian, it is true. All right, guys, go over to kick.com and we are going to talk about some spiritual dating. The stream is live and it is up right now. It is live and it is up right now. So let's see here. If you look at the pinned comment, hit the pinned comment and come on over to Kick. All right. All right. I'm going to end this stream now. I appreciate you guys. For YouTube, Profit is out. For Kick, we're going to keep this party going.